Alright, YouTube people, passed out here, coming at you. Brand new video game and just all around bullshit reviewer. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my street cred. You know what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. I'm going to mostly review video games for you. Where I started with a Sega Master System. Nice little unit. It came with Astro Warrior and Super Hang-On. I think it was just Hang-On. I don't even think it was Super Hang-On. I played those games out, and I think I ended up with about 40 or 50 games for that particular system. Played them out. I mean, Sega had a really good thing going on. And I went from that to a Sega Genesis. Well, Sega Genesis came with Altered Beast. I know a lot of you old school gamers have to remember Altered Beast from the arcade. Turn into a werewolf, turn into a dragon, turn into a fucking tiger. Shit was awesome. It was a good game. Played a lot of games for the Genesis. The Genesis was was the real jump off point for me when it came to playing video games. It's where I really got the passion to play. From there, I went to a 32X, the upgrade for the Sega Genesis. Now that fucking thing, come on, that's a waste of fucking money. God damn, they're gonna sell you on 16-bit what, and then fucking say, oh well, we got 32-bit. 32-bit. That's almost twice as much. Yeah, sucker. There's a sucker born every day. They hooked me with that garbage. I didn't play that too often much, but I played a lot of the regular Genesis. From there, I never played the Sega CD. I didn't play anything on it, which I regret. I wish I would have, but I believe I played the Nintendo Entertainment System. Had a lot of good games. Mario just Mario wasn't my thing. Mario was okay. I liked Mario 3. Mario 2 was horrible. Mario 1, of course, everybody liked Mario 1. You can't say anything bad about Mario 1. But I liked a lot of the racing games on the NES. Played a lot of Super Off-Road, RC Pro-Am. I played a couple other games that were a lot of fun. Excuse me. Went from there. I had a Super NES, which, I mean, who didn't? That particular system, I bought that system just to play Killer Instinct. Now, Killer Instinct would be another topic for another discussion for another time, but in my opinion, hands down, Killer Instinct was the best fighting game. Still is the best fighting game. Killer Instinct Gold pretty much can't be touched as far as fighting games go. DOA was it's a knockoff of Tekken. Let's be real. It's like a mix of Tekken and Virtua Fighter, which Tekken's a good game. Tekken's good. I like Soul Calibur a lot, but like I said, that's a whole nother topic. I did play the Nintendo 64. A little bit of Zelda. You know, the what is it, the Ocarina of Time or whatever. That was a fun game. That was different. That particular Zelda was a lot different than the originals. Anybody who's played that can tell you that. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. But from the 64, I went to a Dreamcast. Now, don't get me started on Dreamcast. Dreamcast was ahead of its time. Anybody who's played it or who owned it when it came out can tell you that. That system was way more powerful than what people were ready to deal with. Soul Calibur came to that system from the arcade, and it was amazing. Still, still couldn't beat Killer Instinct, but Soul Calibur was amazing on the Dreamcast. The gameplay was flawless. I didn't have any complaints with that. Um, but I mean, come on, Sonic had to die somewhere. Sonic's horrible. I mean, even today, Sonic is bad. It's a very bad title. Sonic can probably be buried, or if he had a jersey, we'd hang it from the rafters by now. uh, but the Dreamcast had a lot of good games, other than Soul Calibur. I mean, I played the NFL 2K, came out with that, and I had a lot of fun with that. I think the NFL 2K is better than Madden. It's just unfortunate that they don't make it anymore. Um, from the Dreamcast, I started with the PlayStation. Now the PlayStation, um, I believe the first game that I bought with that was Tekken Tag, and I liked that a lot. I mean, obviously, I went from Tekken Tag to Final Fantasy VII. Now Final Fantasy VII was a jump off for me when it came to RPGs, but my God, I bet I owned 30 games with the PS1. Metal Gear, Civilization, the first Tony Hawk. The first Tony Hawk, revolutionary. I mean, that's probably the best, the first word that comes to head to describe that. Um, but there was numerous other games that I had. Some shitty, some good. I don't need to get into all that. But obviously, I went from PS1 to PS2, and you know, I played all the major titles for PS2. Hell, a year and a half ago, I was still playing PS2. Um, Now the Xbox, on the other hand, uh, please, you fucking idiot, fucking faggot Xbox fanboys. Jesus Christ, I picked up the Xbox just specifically to check the hype behind Halo, and I'm sorry, Halo fucking blows. Dude, it's horrible. Um, I know that my opinion doesn't really matter at this point because Halo obviously has a huge following, but man, it's just not all that it was cracked up to be, in my opinion. Um, played a couple other games for the Xbox that I was impressed with. I played Conquer Live and Reloaded. Uh, I know it's kind of corny, but it had adult humor. It was something to laugh at. It was a good game. It was fun. Made me laugh. And I played Fable. Took me about 18 minutes, I think, to beat that game. It was a good game. It was different. Nice RPG. The different look and feel. But yeah, other than that, I really didn't play too much with the Xbox. The controllers are bulky. I don't know where to start and end on my complaints with that unit. But about a year ago here in November, I picked up my PS3 now. I picked that up specifically to play SOCOM and SOCOM confrontations. I can get into that another time. Enough people request me to say anything about it. I would be happy to discuss it, but like I said, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background where I'm coming from because I want to review some video games and give you an educated, or not necessarily educated, but a different viewpoint on different video games so that you can make a good decision or an educated decision on if you might want to rent it, buy it, throw it in the trash, whatever the case may be. But hopefully, old Passed Out here will be able to help you, find what you're looking for. Thanks.